Okay, the administration, we are to, wherever here, whatever the changes we are making, that will be the overall program operates based on that. So already I have given the introduction about what the use of the administration. Basically, here we are talking about the fee structure. This is one of the critical area of every organization where we have to fix the fees for class wise, the division wise, or the subject wise. If it is a college like +2, there are subject wise we need to do it. So basically, we need to set the uh, arrange the fee divisions for each and every child and each and every division. So first thing we need to create the fee receipts. So the fee masters, and under the masters, like what are the things we need to cover? So general, staff, category. So these are some of the categories which help us to set the fee category for the particular child. So general category, generally, we have seen that like wherever we are selecting the student from class 1 to 10, so it will be under general category. So similarly, we have staff category. Suppose we have the staff child, the child should give some discount. Okay. So SCS is a special children category, the foreign children category, the sponsor, some of the company will pay directly, the fees will be paid directly to the school. So that will come to the sponsor. So reimbursement, the parents will pay the amount and then they will go and reimburse in the company. And 75% discount for one of the staff if you are giving. So that is another category. So reimbursement category, rural area. So it depends on the school to school. So this will vary. So here, these are the categories in my school we are using. So that is listed here. Okay. So this is absolutely customizable as per the requirement. So just clicking on the new and we can create the category and just sort it. It's one-time job. And the same thing will be repeated in every student creation time. So child, first child, second child, third child, fourth child, fifth child. So some of the school have a different fee structure for first and second child, and third child onwards some discount. So if that is a scenario, we can have the child level fees also. So we can create the number of child here. So similarly, again, the fee receipt. In the fee receipt, also general, first child, general, second child, general, third child, the same thing. Whatever we have created the child here. So under that, if the child is coming under the staff, staff first child has some discount. Staff second child has no discount, suppose. Staff second child also has a discount, but staff third child doesn't have the discount. So in these cases, these categories, the fee receipts will be generated in the fee receipt. So how this is going to applicable in general, so I will show you later. So for every fee receipt category, so we are just generating the first child, second child, third child as per the level of the child. So everywhere, like we have up to fourth child maximum. So similarly, we have the sponsor child, we have reimbursement child, we have the special care child. So here we have written reimbursement 6,900. This is the fees, total fees for this reimbursement. It is written. So this also we can create as per our requirement. This is also not mandatory, like every school should have the same, and every school to school this will vary. So we can generate as per the requirement here. So you can see a fee category, we can select the fee category here. So child level, we can select the child level, and then general first child, general second child, general fourth child. So just write the sorting number so that easily we can identify the list with the numbers. So fee group, this is again important. Based on these three, we need to categorize the fee group. So grouping, okay. So from class 1 to 5, we have a different fee structure. Suppose again 6 to 9, we have a different fee structure. 6 to 8. Again 9 to 10, we have a different structure, fee structure. Again science, we have a different fee structure. Commerce, we have a different fee structure. So all that we can create here. So here the fee groups, these are the groups. So class 9 has a one group. LKG to class 8, we have one group. Special care, one group we have. 10th, one group we have. 9th, 11th science, we have one group. 11th commerce, we have one group. Similarly, 12 commerce and 12 science also. So these are the, again, fee groups. After creating the group, so we need to create the installments. So every installment, like what are the different types of the installment we need to collect. So installment, admission, first time the child will come and take the admission. So that will be the admission fee. So how we can configure everything under the admission fee, what are the fee items will cover under the admission fee, that we will see later. So any installment we need to create April, May, June. Suppose if you are taking the term fees, April, May, June, July, 4 months, one time you have to pay. So you can make it one category, that is April, May, June, July. So again, August, September, October, another term. Again, December to March, another term. So again, some schools will take once in a year, so only one term. So twice in a year, 2 terms. Otherwise, monthly, if you are paying, monthly also we can create the number of installment like this. It's totally depend on the school to school basis. Okay. So after this, we need to create the different items. What are the items you are going to, the particulars, especially the particular, what are the items you are going to collect the fees. So this is very important. Again, the registration fee, term fee, embassy fee, online registration fee, establishment fee. These are basically a particular fee details will be there in all the receipts. So these are the items. So these items also once we need to create and we have to keep it. So here we need to, when we are creating, you can see type of fee, what type of fee we are collecting. Okay. So if it is a tuition fee, it's a fee regular. Okay. Transport fee, it is transport fee. It's regular, but it is an optional. If I adopt, it will be applicable. Otherwise, no. But tuition fee is applicable for all. Fine is applicable. Yes, fine is applicable for that. Okay. So for the establishment fee, there is no fine, but it is a regular fees. Online registration, it is a regular fee means so it is mandatory fees. They have to pay, every child has to pay this fees. So optional, some of the miscellaneous optional, all miscellaneous will be the optional only. So whenever it is required, we'll add that and we will take only that particular fee. Otherwise, it is in the optional fees only. So after that, we need to create the feature. So these are all the masters we need to create first. Okay. So after that, the feature. So the whole fee chart, it depends on whatever the masters we have created, the fee receipt, child level, first child, second child, installment, so every fee items. So everything we need to create the fee chart. So fee chart is very critical area where we need to set each and every child, what is the fees monthly, every month, what is the fee. So it's a big job actually. There are, you can see here, there are 268 items are there for every, different items are there in the feature. So here also, this is also one-time job. So how we have done it, like you can see the first child, May fees.
You can click on edit there.
You can click on edit. Yes. You can click on edit. So just let me, so likewise, you can have first child fees. Similarly, you can see the second child fee, it is showing 200. Similarly, if you can go third child fee, it is showing 155. So likewise, you can create this fee chart. So how we can do this? So as this is suggested, so how we can do that? Add new here, we can add the fee structure here. So I'm not going to add it here. So I will show you in the edit format, so how this is going to work out. So first thing, we need to select the fee group name. So group name, if it is LKG to 10, this is one group. Okay. So suppose I'm selecting now in this fee group is class 9. Okay. So under this fee receipt, what are the fee receipts? The number of fee receipts we have generated, these are the fee receipts. These are the different fee receipts we have. Next, installment. So every installment, what is the fee? So April, what is the fee? June, what is the fee? So in the month of May, the tuition fee will be 225. So you can see the list of items, it is coming here. So this we need to set it. So once we go to the collection window, the fee collection window, so just if you select the student name, automatically the May, June, July, every month it is keep coming. Okay, so every month we need to set one like this. So that will be showing here in this format. So every fees we have to do it one by one. So if I come to new, you can see that suppose I want to set the fees for LKG to 8. It's a common fee for all the first child.